I really want them drugs that ROLLY was on last night, because to have that press conference to say that you won the fight but got hit with a lucky hit, you had to be on some kind of drugs. I knew ROLLY was on something when I first seen the press conference a couple days ago. I don't know this nigga. I watch boxing. I pay attention to all the young boxers. I had never heard of Rolly Romero. This nigga come to the press conference. He got Versace fit on with the Versace shoes. He got the chain on. He got the Louis Vuitton glasses on. I'm like, who is this nigga? Who has he knocked out to start wearing Versace shades and Louis Vuitton shades and Versace fits? Who has he Knocked out. I'm watching the special on Showtime. I just browse through it. I see he got a chain on to say Rolly again. Who have you knocked out to get a platinum chain that says Rolly? This is all part of the promotion of this generation to promote some trash. You know, I mean, back in the days, you really had to fight before you could put a platinum chain on. Now you can just beat up a couple bums, put a couple highlights on YouTube, and show that you're a real boxer when you're really not a real boxer. Rolly Romero is not a contender. I don't even know how he became a number one contender in the first place. This is why boxing is trash. They let people rile themselves up, beating up a couple bums, and then he becomes a number one contender to fight Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, yeah, you're using that fight maybe as a warm up, but you need to fight somebody. You need to fight somebody, man. Quit fighting these bums and like Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? You got an easy paycheck fighting this bum, man. I could tell dude couldn't. I was watching his highlights. I didn't see no defense in none of his highlights. I was like, man, this dude about to get knocked out. And every real boxing fan knows boxing don't begin to the sixth, seventh round. That's when real boxing begins. Every real boxing fan knows this. Every real boxer knows this. So, okay, for instance, like, okay, in the streets, most fights in the streets last 30 seconds to a minute. So your best fighter in the streets with no conditioning, boxing conditioning, maybe last 30 seconds to a minute in the first round with anybody. Okay? So that's why we never count the first round. First round that's a lucky punch. If you get knocked down the first round, that's a lucky punch. Second round, if you fighting a bum, like I said before, or you find somebody that's not that conditioned, you can beat them down in the second round if you're really good. But that's really not a boxer's goal, because A, they're trying to get the fans what they want, and B, you trying to control the fight. You know what I mean? It's chess, not checkers. You don't want to take that chance and win yourself out in the second round, and next thing you know, you get knocked out from throwing too many punches. So second round is kind of like still a fill out round. Third round, okay, now we starting to put some combos together and see what we can hit and see what we can put together on a person. Fourth round, now we putting the punches together, hitting here, hitting there. Fifth round, now we trying to see where your fatigue is at and see if your defense is up and see where you getting tired out. Sixth, seventh round, now it's time to go to work and knock you out. That's how real boxers know. That's why I was never really a Mike Tyson fan. Mike Tyson was just a crazy ass psychopath brawler that tried to knock you out within the first 5 rounds. But then after 6 rounds, oh, Mike Tyson couldn't really give you what you wanted, man. That's why he got mad and beat Vander Holyfield's ear off, because he didn't fight, man. He didn't fight me. He was fighting you, bro. He was fighting. You was getting knocked. You was getting beat down. So he decided to bite his ear off. That's what happened. So every boxer knows this. So if you watch the fight, you can see I'm like, man, I'm looking at the fight. I'm like, yeah, man, bro can't fight, man. He don't even know what's going on, man. He over just confident, standing up tall like a tree. Confidence in the ring, standing up tall like a tree, throwing the same 1-2 punch. He not knowing he gets set up. So you could tell that he was a amateur fighter, kind of, because he got impatient. He couldn't stand it. He was just getting mad. He was getting mad. He was looking at it. He was talking to his trainer. I need to knock this punk out. I need to knock him out. So the sixth round, he decided to go for the gusto because he panicked. Instead of sticking with his plan and 1-2 step back, he got impatient because he got hit with a few. So when he got impatient, he tried to come in and throw the 1-2. Pop! Good night. And that's what it was. It was night. He still don't remember what happened. He still in these conscious. You can tell he's still night. He's still laying down like I'm laying down. He's still night right now. Because he thought that he could run in and throw the 1-2 step and be aggressive. Nope. Counter. Mop. So he claims that he wants a rematch and he wants to fight again. No. Nobody wants to see that fight again. The next nigga you fighting is Jorge Gustavo. Weighing in at 5'6", 145, Jorge Gustavo. That's who you fighting, homie. You ain't fight. You are not fighting the Tank in no time soon. You take your time. You go back. You fight Jorge Gustavo. You learn some things. You fight the essays. You go full board with the essays. 1-2 punch. No defense. You can fight them dudes all day. But when you learn some defense, because that's what Gervonta Davis has. He ain't gonna hang around Floyd Mayweather and get trained by Floyd Mayweather and not learn defense. But when you learn defense, you can get back to the levels of the Gervonta Davises. Until then, Jorge Gustavo.